All right, and welcome back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And today I want to talk about the history of Golden Week. So since Golden Week is now going to be a dual celebration for JP and Global, back in the day it wasn't for Global at all. So it was only supposed to be celebrated in the Japan side of Dokkan battle, because over there they have a celebration where they celebrate each individual holiday, I think, for like a week. So people, have, a time like a full week to, spend time with your family and, just chill and relax, and spend time either by themselves or, do something. So usually this is considered one of the big celebration in Japan, and usually they do something big for Golden Week. So Golden Week is in Dokkan battle is usually where they bring is 2 units into Dokkan and as a dual Dokkan Fest. So in 2019, the dual Dokkan Fest was the Tech, Trunks, and the Age of Zamasu, who were pretty good back in the day, but now in these days in the meta, they are not that great. They're pretty bad. I mean, this Trunks is still good. He has a usefulness for like his attack, and defense, but his damage output is really bad. And of course, looking at the new meta units, they're a lot way more better than this Trunks here. So hopefully this guy and this Amasu would definitely get an easy A. This Amasu is pretty good. He was good back in the day where his damage reduction was useful, but now these days he needs defense and also a huge amount of damage reduction in his passive. So hopefully in the near future, potentially these guys will get an easy A during the worldwide campaign, because we are speculating that worldwide campaign is going to be the Future Saga or the Goku Black Arc once again. We're going to be getting is a fusion Goku and Vegeta going to Blue Vegito, and we're going to get a fusion of the Goku Black and the Zamasu into Merge Zamasu, which as an LR, which could be really great. And that does actually make sense that it could be worldwide campaign. So I would not be surprised if worldwide campaign is going to be Goku Black Saga once again. So this is pretty much what they brought into Golden Week. Nothing much, just the 2 new Dokkan Fest units, this all-star Dokkan Fest banner here, and that's about it. Nothing too also this literary campaign came in, so that's about it. Nothing too excited, right? But now we have to go to 2020, which was this considered a Golden Week over in Japan, but they didn't consider it as Golden Week, just call it the Messy Full Power campaign. So this is where another dual Dokkan Fest, which was the Gotenks and the Tech Fat Boo, who were actually Fat Boo was okay back in the day. He has his usefulness, but I still considered Gotenks was the better one out of these 2. And now these days this Gotenks has become even more better than the Tech Fat Boo. Tech Fat Boo is he's good. He has his usefulness in some extremes for battle stages, but he definitely needs an easy A to become even more better. And I would say that the same thing as well as his Gotenks. Gotenks he seems pretty good now since he has a 2% leader scale buff, but he still needs a lot more. He still needs a lot more to become even better, to be more compatible with the meta units of 2022. So I would not be surprised if this guy would gain easy A probably like in 2024 maybe. That'd be kind of nice, or potentially at the end of 2023. That'd be pretty kind of cool. These guys get the easy A and become even more better in the meta. The 2021 Golden Week, which was the first time that both Global and JP had shared Golden Week, because previously Golden Week was only for Japan. It was not introduced into the global side because it's only a Japan celebration event though, so there will be no sense of celebrating Golden Week at the same time with the around the world. But now they are pretty much combining Golden Week with the JP and the global side, because I think they're going to merge a lot of these celebrations together, so that way we can both have content or events, I would say, for both Global and JP at the same time. So this was when they introduced the GT Doa units, which was the Super Saiyan GT Goku and the Super Saiyan GT Vegeta, which they were pretty hype once they got announced. It was pretty cool, but actually they were the best the TRs for the longest time, I think, until they introduced SCR Super Vegeta. But then now SCR Super Vegeta has become like one of, I would say, probably still the top 10 best TRs in the game. But now these guys have fallen from their grace now. But these guys are still pretty powerful. They lead the GT Hero category, and they have the use most because they also provide changing key spears into rainbow key spears on their teams, and that'll be pretty helpful because some LRs do struggle with getting some key, and also some units also need some key as well. So these were very top tier units back in the day, but now I would say they're still pretty good. I would say they're in top 15 of my list, probably not the top 10, because now with the new meta of like the TURs, they're becoming even way more absurd and just demolishing. Because right now we have is the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku and the Kid Buu, who are fantastic. There's Captain Ginyu, who also has a 8% leader skill, and of course there's the Intimate Vegeta, who are very more powerful than this GT Goku and Vegeta here. So this is where we celebrated both the Golden Week, and we had pretty much the exact same thing. We had the EZA for the Fat Buu and Babidi, and of course we had the EZA for this B Pan, which is really amazing that she got an EZA during that time. That's where we have a part 2 of celebration. Also, they also EZA this Super Saiyan for year 2 units, which they're pretty hype actually. Pretty hype. And also we have the legendary campaign or the legendary summon for the Super 17. So I expect for us to get an LR as well at the same time over here in the 2022 Golden Week. But depending on what they're going to give us for this Golden Week, it could be something pretty cool. I have some suggestions or some predictions that Golden Week could be, and I have a few that I just could bring in my head right now. So let's go over into let's go over into this year. So this year we have is, of course, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the blue Gogeta here. So what I'm thinking that Golden Week is gonna happen this year, that is that we could get a pretty much a standalone Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. We don't have exactly a very good Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. The only one that I can think of right in my head is the LRAGL Super Saiyan Gohan, but he's not Super Saiyan 2. But if we look at at the list here, if I can find Gohan, there's right there. We don't have a DOKKANFEST Super Saiyan 2 Youth Gohan in the slightest. We only have his LR's versions of him. Sorry, the LR version of him. So this was the LR for him, which it was very deserving for this Gohan to have an LR. Also, we have is the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the BoJack movie, which is pretty good. And of course, like I said, we have is the Super Saiyan 2 Youth Gohan, but he transforms into this guy here. So Super Saiyan Gohan goes into Super Saiyan 2, but we don't have exactly a standalone DOKKANFEST Youth Gohan or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So I would expect them to have probably either become physical if it was going to happen for Golden Week. And of course, in this, if Golden Week is going to be Gohan, of course, the next or the other unit that's going to be along with him is going to be a new cell. Yes, we just had the AGL Gohan and the Incel back in the day. It was like 2 years ago, so they came out 2 years ago. And if we look in the Android Cell Saga category real fast, so this is where this is the first time they introduced into the Cell Saga Android Cell Saga category. But if we go down over here, we don't have exactly. Actually, let me go and find that name here, because I was thinking, since they are going to promote the movie, because the movie was supposed to come out today actually in Japan, and then there'll be a lot of spoilers, and there's a lot of speculation that Cell will be coming back in the movie, so he will be coming in the final boss of that movie here. So if we go into looking in the list here, we only have is pretty much one DOKKANFEST Cell perfect form, where he's just in his base form without the electricity around him, and we don't have any other perfect form cells here. There's like only the TUR versions of him. We don't have a standalone SCR. We don't have a standalone physical one, or what should we do, which is just the TUR, maybe, my bad. Also, we don't have is an AGL one besides this right here. Another one that I can think of in my head here is that we don't have a perfect cell here. A perfect cell is where he absorbs the powers of Goku after exploding. The latest one that we have is actually pretty much is the SCR one here, and also technically the in one here. But a standalone perfect cell, it's been a while actually. This guy came out in 2022, right? And in both global Japan. No, Japan got this guy in 2016. My bad. So that was a very long time. And this guy came out on global on 2017. So it's been quite a while actually since we have a proper standalone perfect cell, so I would expect them to become either I think either physical or AGL, potentially extreme, you know, tech extreme, but this guy's already a tech extreme and he's, I would say, okay, but this guy does, you know, it needs to be overshadowed by a new perfect form cell here. So if I was gonna guess, definitely I would say a perfect cell will be probably gonna be an AGL unit, and he'll be pretty powerful for sure. Another one that I can think of in my head that could be also be Gold of the Week is the teaser. Well, not the teaser, but they hinted that, well, not hinted, but they give us a new story mode for the Battle of Gods. So, yeah, Battle of Gods is pretty much a meme at this in the community now. So, Battle of Gods has never gotten the love that it deserved at all, for sure. Me personally, as a fan of the God form, I love the God form a lot, and I was, you know, it's been a while since I haven't, you know, seen, love to or towards to the God form until this 7th anniversary, where we both have is the God Goku and the God Vegeta, who were the 7th anniversary units, and that was the only time that, you know, that we got some love for the God form and a new God Goku, and also the God Goku and Hit here. So they've been slowly creeping up the love for God Goku, so I'm expecting for this year to have a standalone DOKKANFEST God Goku, and that will be the hype, because knowing me from this channel, and also as for my profile picture and the banner on YouTube, I love this form of God Goku. The Super Saiyan God Goku was pretty much the, like, you know, the love of me coming back, or, you know, the love of my life, basically, because whenever they announced or they released the movie of Battle of Gods, I fell in love with the transformation of the God Goku, because I was, you know, very intrigued by the color and the form itself here. So whenever, you know, I get excited about, you know, if I hear of anything of a God Goku coming to Dokkan, I get super excited. So my dream is to have a DOKKANFEST God Goku coming to Dokkan, and potentially we could get that because of the hint of the new story from the Dragon Ball story and Dokkan. Usually they hint, quote unquote, hint out the next celebration, which I will not be surprised if God Goku and the Beerus is going to be the DOKKANFEST for Golden Week. Beerus, a new Beerus would be kind of cool. I mean, the physical Beerus is still pretty great, I would say. Potentially we could get a DOKKANFEST Beerus slash Whis, potentially, or Whis slash Beerus, or we could get a Beerus slash Fairy Beerus, where it goes, you know, in Rage. So let's go into the Kettles real fast, actually, because we do have a card that has a raffle or a Enrage Beerus, and it was part of a Giant Force mechanic. So what I'm expecting, if we are going to get a new Beerus, I do expect this guy will be having an Atlasco going to his Fury mode. So this is the one that we got, like our very first Beerus in Dokkan battle, so Enrage. So this is where, like, they were experimenting with the Giant Form mechanic, so Enrage mechanic. So he goes into this here, but it only goes for, like, I would say for quite a while. If you had 2 times. Oh, so it goes up to 2 times. Okay, that's pretty kind of cool. So it's easy, it goes up to 2 times, but before it was only once. Then he'll go into Rage mode, and then after that turn, you'll go back into, you know, back to the Storm here, which was not that great back in the day. But the Easy A, he was Easy A, attack and defense 80%. Yeah, it's not that great anymore. Like, this is pretty much like the worst Beerus in the game right now. And also in his Rage form, he's pretty kind of bad anyway. So I do expect probably a Beerus going to having either a Atlasca go into Enrage form, just like, you know, how where they gave it to, like, the Super Saiyan or the Goku going into Super Saiyan, and then the Super Saiyan goes into Atlasca, goes into a Rage. So I can definitely see that happening for sure. Or they could do is a QR version of Beerus and Whis, with, you know, some kind of animations from the movie. Probably that'd be kind of cool, actually, if they did that for sure. Let me go back here. Come on, just go back. Can I go back? Okay. Let me go back here to the names real fast. Because I don't think the only one that we have for a Beerus and Whis card is basically the LR. And if it's gonna be Golden Week, if Battle of Gods is Golden Week, I can definitely could see this Beerus and Whis getting an Easy A, so that way, so he can be the best partner for the new DOKKANFEST Beerus, who's going to be having the raffle, or it could be Hakai. Actually, we're still waiting for a Hakai Beerus. Actually, This is from the movie, so if they are going to give us a Hakai Beerus, that'd be great. But if we have essentially we don't have a Dokkan Fest AGL Beerus or in Beerus or an SCR Beerus here. So only so far we have is the physical and the tech one here. But if they're going to do another Beerus, I would definitely say probably give them an super AGL version of a Dokkan Fest Beerus, or it could be a Beerus and Whis Dokkan Fest unit, and they'll be kind of cool. So that way, but they're going to share the same name with this one, so I would actually say it's going to be an exchange unit. That'd be kind of cool, actually. You know, starting as Whis and then going to Beerus, or you know, Beerus slash Beerus and Whis. You know, like you know how the physical Goku and Piccolo are, where they're Piccolo and Goku, and then slash Piccolo. That would be kind of cool. So like some kind of type of Beerus, that's kind of great. So this way, so this Whis and Beerus could link up with the Dokkan Fest Beerus, and he'll be a great linking partner for that guy. And having this guy needs an EZA for sure. This guy definitely needs an EZA. This guy could pretty much hit to 2% for attack and then probably defense as well. And having, you know, crit in his passive, dodging in his passive because he does have Whis in it. So yeah, having Whis in this arc, you know, this could have, you know, a mere chance to dodge or high chance to dodge, or you know, having something at least. So I would expect something with this guy to get. He's also in the Realm of Gods, movie bosses, joining forces, Siblings Bond, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Space Traveling Warriors. Another one that I can think of right in my head is it could be the movie, which, like I said in the beginning, the movie was supposed to come out in 420, I think. Hey, nice day. And I think they're going to promote the movie with Dokkan by releasing a brand new Gohan, but from that movie, which it was supposed to be called. Well, I think his name will be kind of different, actually. So I'm not sure what will they name him, but he will not be linking up with the actually he would be called probably Gohan Adult, probably, because he's a teacher and of course he's a father by then. So maybe they'll just call him Gohan, because the way so he can link up with the Tekoma Gohan, and they could probably, you know, have Gamma 1 and 2 as the other Dokkan Fest, do Dokkan Fest, but that'd be kind of weird, actually. But let's go back to Gohan again, because we have his Gohan Teen, which was from the Majin Buu Saga. I'm gonna go back here, guys. This is from the Majin Buu Saga, and the only one that I can think of the this is from the Ultimate Gohan. This is from the TOP version, so maybe he'll be called Ultimate Gohan. I highly doubt it, but he'll probably will just be called Gohan, probably, or Adult Gohan. Other than that, yeah, nothing else that I can think of top of mind on how would they name the Gohan, so that way so he can link up with the Tekoma Gohan, and then he'll be the 2% leader skill for Hybrid Saiyans and also movie heroes as well. So, and they could probably would have done Gen 1 and 2 as the other unit, because they are from the Android Cell Saga. Sorry, the Ninja Saga. They are part Android, so they could definitely would have buffed that category. Maybe androids again as leader skill for Gen 1 and 2. I doubt it. Or maybe artificial life form potentially. That'd be kind of cool for the Gen 1 and 2. But since they teased in the trailer that Gen 1 and 2 are the final boss, maybe they're going to you know, spoil the final boss, and it could be a revived Cell. That'd be kind of cool, actually, having a permanent revived Cell, or another speculation or theory that could happen around is going around is a Majin 21. 21 would be kind of interesting to see if she was the final boss for the movie, because I remember correctly, they showed a little bit a specific of a section where the orb or the ball resembles Majin Buu when he first was going to awaken from the ball. And 21 is an android. She's an android, and it gets the power of the Majin power. So what I was expecting is probably we're gonna get, you know, Android 21 as the final boss for the movie, and then we can get her pretty much canon to the Dragon Ball Z universe or the Dragon Ball Super universe, and then having her her own self a Dokkan Fest unit. I mean, this 21 is a pretty good one. She's okay, but we definitely need is a standalone Dokkan Fest 21, potentially she'll be emerging out with her Majin form. That'd be kind of cool. Or merging out with her human form, which was the Lab Coat 21. Because recently, back before I think April, I think it was around March and February, we've been getting a lot of support for the Angel 21. We got a new 21 for Legends. They got a new free-to-play card. We got pretty much a DLC for 21 and Fighters, and we got a new 21 Lab Coat for the figures. And if I remember correctly, we had this ECA for 21, the Majin form for Dokkan back in November. So I was speculating that 21 could be the final boss for the movie. So Gohan versus 21 would be kind of cool actually to see. And that'd be kind of great to see, to have a standalone or an actual DOKKANFEST 21. And that'd be kind of hype actually. Her as a DOKKANFEST for the Gold Week, it would bring a lot of money actually. So she's a waifu for the pretty much for the universe of a Dragon Ball. So she's one of the most top waifus in that realm. So other than that, that's about it that I can think of. So Cell Saga could happen, maybe ROF could happen potentially. I mean, we don't have enough love for the ROF because the Battle of Gods also doesn't have a love anymore as well. But hopefully that from the hints of the new Dragon Ball event from the the Dragon Ball history event, or not, I can't speak right now, the Dragon Ball story event, and they could be teasing out a Battle of Gods for Golden Week. That'd be kind of hype, or a Cell Saga, which they are going to promote pretty much Gohan and Cell, because they're going to be because they could be the final fight of the movie. So other than that, guys, that's about it. So let me know, guys, what down below, who do you think it's going to be the Golden Week units? Potentially my personal pick is going to be God Goku and Beerus potentially, or my second pick is going to be from the movie, that Gohan and probably Cell, or a 21 or Majin 21 for the other units. So other than that, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.